the consent of the king. That's what, no, I'm just, hold on. Quit laughing because we're programmed to think that certain things is funny.
When I seen them motivate them, man, I'm dosed vitamin. On my river, I overtake a freak with healing vitamin. If I see she fornicator, blessed for me and loyalty. Cut her off a Terminator and the spirituality. The realest know your hold too is when you wake up lobbing this celestial so divine performing. Not a acting, not a swing. The night percent personas while you host the out of me. Like I thought I already told you, not gon' fuck around with it. Humble I remain while they call me God bless. Sweaters jumping out the chain and it got me offset. Only fitters will remain over time at the top it. Excluding those who fabricate my purely chosen known get. When I seen them motivate them from this mountain top of it to Morocco by Nigeria on my throne Leviathan. My ready city known coasts of the true is hot as shit. Way before civilization, technological effect. I'm diving in, I'm going in. On my way, I saw a list of labyrinth. I don't know the day, residing in. To know the way was meant for me, I know it's God's to call me in. To the hill when it seems a wave approaching on me. Watch these time and days, just correlate the one and this. Through these labyrinth mazes, seem to drain us off and lanes. All I wonder why they hate and turn the shaders wrong and in. If you stay grinding like behemoth on the land throughout the gloom. In the middle of overseeing what is fact and what is true. Can I overlook the meaning, how the man project the truth? Just a teaser, what is out there in the blue. When I said already told them it's for quality to know. Early 22 I wrote it, it's like Zazel and these hoes. It's not my fault, I'm not perceived right by degraded ugly trolls. It's only strong, pure and solid, they gon' connect us with insult. When I seen them motivate them, man, I'm dosed vitamin. On my river, I overtake a freak with healing vitamin. If I see she fornicator, blessed for me and loyalty. Cut her off a Terminator and the spirituality. The realest know your hold tools when you wake up lobbing this celestial so divine performing, not a acting, not a switch. The night trap personas while you host the idling. Like I thought I already told you, not gon' fuck around with this. Humble I remain while they call me God bless. Sweaters jumping off the chain and it got me offset. Only fitters will remain over time at top it. Excluded those who fabricate my purely chosen known get. When I seen them motivate them from this mountain top of it to Morocco by Nigeria on my throne Leviathan. Already said these mountain corpses of the tree was hot as shit. Way before civilization, technological effect. I'm diving in, I'm going in. And my wave is so within, so living in. On today, residing in. To know the way was meant for me, I know it's God's to calling me, so offering.
Me too.
That's what I'm talking about, you understand what I'm saying? That's quality shit.
The fornication under the consent of the king. This is what it was called in British. That's British slang. Shit is the word excrement, which is one of the original words for the original God. Pre-dynastic set was called shut. That's where the word comes from. You see what I'm saying? That's where the word comes from. Okay, then we have the motherfucker term. Well, let's break that down. Let's break that down. In the concept of when you're talking about the netters, Horus, in one mythology, being born from his mother is called fecundation. Look up that word, fecundation. What it's talking about here is ultimately you are all connected to the divine feminine.
The great mother used to be at the beginning, the start of creation, called Draconius. The Draconius transferred himself to Earth after her son tried to set up this particular counterfeit creation with all these astral planes. The inner Earth, or what you call the inner subconscious of man on Earth, is the realm in which he resides now, called Sekhet-Aru, or it's called Babylon, or it's called Leviathan. Babylon also represents the root chakra of the Kundalini.
The Christian model, the modern day Christian model, is tailored to take advanced concepts that goes on the inner workings of the body and make them literal. So they say sublime mythology makes grotesque history. So one thing they did is to make it literally historicalized everything. And none of that shit was historical. You must understand that the earth was always here. It just wasn't always on the physical realm. As a gradual decline, it became physical. So when the gods that was when the earth was not necessarily physical. Now Rudolf Steiner says that at one time the original world was a spiritual world, and basically the vibration slowed down, and as it slowed down, the composites came together, and our bodies became more dense. At one time, the spiritual world was just as visible as the physical, but the physical at that time was almost invisible. It was a little faint dim. As the vibration slowed down, the physical world became more vivid and more visual, and the spiritual world became invisible. Those particular times are during the times of Lemuria. They got several names: Hyperborea, Terra, Alkeburia, Atlantis, Mu, all of that. Yeah. They were semi-physical times. We had the full function of all our energies, the chakras, the third eye, the kundalini, and all that. After we came into the physical, we still had the full function. But the ancients understood one thing. They knew that one day that these particular spiritual records that is in our DNA would shut down and would go offline. Because as time went on, we started deteriorating, where it become more dormant. So what they had to do, they had a race between time. That's what they built Egypt for. They built Kemet to record as much records as they could before this shit shut down.
Well, if you look again in the nanotechnology literature, here are these liquid crystal self-assembly nanorods for mesostructural material preparation, and this is all for the self-assembled photonic nano devices, okay, nanotechnology. And this is also the research of Dr. Hildegard Staninger. Self-assembled, they communicate through light in a robotic, artificial intelligent fashion to create this technology, and then in the end it's solidified. It's literally, it stops moving and it becomes a microchip. And this can now, through wireless technology, send bidirectional telemetry, your information to the cloud.
And chemtrails, by the way, barium salts are in chemtrails. They are 10,000 times more toxic to your nervous system than lead. They contain mycobacteria, viruses, Pseudomonas florentis bacteria, human plasma. Wonder what human plasma is doing in chemtrails. And I've done some investigations, and there's very solid evidence now that Morgellons is caused by a silicon-based nanomachine life form that does not originate on planet Earth. Is that not interesting? This is a silicon-based life form that is intelligent like bees or ants, and it fights back. Conversion of the atmosphere to a plasma for weather modification, geotectonic warfare, scalar mind control technologies, the woodpecker, which has been discovered back in the 70s, HARP, the Tetra system in the United Kingdom, WEN towers in the United States, and the Iridium satellite system connected to the cell towers and the smart highways is all based on not only sending out a signal to track you, but Nokia, which is one of the leading cell companies, has figured out a new way to cut down the need for increasing the amount of signal by 3 to 5 times as many cell phones in the same signal area by beaming the signal directly to you. But they can also, besides the cell signal, they can actually have a biocoded signal to your DNA to affect your physiology and insert thoughts into your mind. And they have this technology today. Transmission system.
That's right. It's in the outside of Tromsø, the biggest hub type of thing, part of ASCAT system. The system going from Svalbard, Tromsø, Kiruna in Sweden has the headquarters of the whole system, and then in Lapland, in Finnish Lapland, in Sonakyl. And you know, when they blast electromagnetic fields, it goes through all of Europe.
And do you think that's a form of mind control?
Oh, it can be used for mind control, of course, like HARP. And that is the danger, because people know nothing about mind control. They don't know that your thoughts can be changed, your attitudes, your feelings. If you love somebody sitting at a computer, even through satellites, can say, okay, let's make it opposite. And you start just detesting the person who you love. You can't be in the same room, you feel uncomfortable. I think this is terrible, because you're making people into biological robots.